Waking up to 0 new subscribers every single day sucks. But it doesn't have to be like that. You can get tons of YouTube subscribers using one of the simplest tricks there is. And here's the thing, you already know what to do. You just need to know when to do it. It's not yet. Question time! On average, how many subscribers do you gain from each video that you make? As usual, let us know in the comments below, but after you've tried this tactic, return to that comment and update us. Because we tried this on just one of our videos and it doubled the number of subscribers we gained. And all we needed to do was ask. That's right, it's one of the oldest and simplest methods there is. You don't get if you don't ask. Now, personally speaking, and regular viewers will know that I almost never ask people to subscribe to vidIQ during our videos. I'll tell you why this is at the end of this video, but recently I decided to do it as a one-off. As you can see, from a little over 100,000 views, this video gained a little over 2,000 subscribers. That's a rough conversion of 1 subscriber every 53 views. Which is not too shabby, is it? Now, by comparison, on another video with a similar amount of views, where I did not ask the viewer to subscribe to vidIQ, it gained 930 subscribers. That's a rough conversion of 1 subscriber every 116 views. Basically, we doubled the number of subscribers we gained, because we asked, which is awesome. Not yet. The biggest mistake everyone makes is asking viewers to subscribe far too early. I mean, we're 9 seconds into this video with its excruciatingly long, pointless intro, and we're already being asked to subscribe. And you know what my response to this is, as a viewer? Why? Why should I subscribe to your channel? You've not done anything to earn it, and you've annoyed me by asking. Wasting the first valuable seconds of your video asking for subs will tank your audience retention. Try to think about the viewer's journey here. You promised something in that thumbnail and title, and you need to start delivering on it immediately. Oh, and by the way, while it may seem like I'm picking on some random person's video, they did submit their channel for our Tuesday channel audit reviews, so I think they're fair game. So let's take a look at this video with its 2,000 new subscribers and see how it started. There are 2 huge pain points all small YouTube channels face: 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. But in a massive YouTube monetization update, all of this could become a thing of the past. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. So after 15 seconds, audience retention is at 81%, which is solid. And consider what happened in those first 15 seconds. I didn't introduce myself, I didn't tell you what vidIQ was about, and I certainly didn't ask you to subscribe. No, I didn't do a video intro. I tried to grab the viewer's attention with a video hook. I identified the pain points of a target audience of a video, YouTubers who want to get monetized, and then teased a possible solution to that pain point. In short, the video hook was all about the viewer. And to be honest, that's a general rule that you can apply to all aspects of YouTube. Put the audience first. And that's exactly what we did. For 4 minutes 42 seconds, we explained the rumours around the monetization updates, what might happen, and how it may help or hinder creators. We gave nothing but value until 30 seconds before the end of the video. But whatever happens, I've got an unusual request. I haven't asked anybody to subscribe to the vidIQ channel for almost 2 years. But if you do want to stay up to date with all of these monetization changes, yeah, I think you need to subscribe and turn on a notification bell. I can't believe I said that. We gave people a compelling reason to subscribe. You've just watched a video about monetization. If you want to know more about monetization on YouTube, you should probably subscribe. And what's more, we know these people are invested in the content because they've got this far into the video. Audience retention at the point the subscribe call to action appears is at 35%, which by law of averages suggests that about 35,000 of the 100,000 people who clicked on the thumbnail and title are still watching. On the surface, that sounds like a small fraction of the audience and a missed opportunity. But if you've done your job right and made the viewer feel that the video was made for them, you've established a relationship. You've made them care. So yeah, I now know that subscribers are really important to you. And if you want to know how to get more subscribers, we're going to do tons more videos on the subject. So get to it. You don't have to wait until the end of a video to ask for the subscribe, but what you must do is deliver significant value first. As for why I don't typically ask people to subscribe, it's a big fat waste of time. We've already got 1 million subscribers.
When you first start out on YouTube, being at just 0 subscribers can be rather frustrating. You make your first vlog or video review, and then you wait, and you wait, and you wait for hopefully views, comments, and subscribers to start rolling in, only to find crickets. However, using the very tips that I'm going to give you here today, I managed to help a brand new YouTube channel get their first 100 subscribers just 3 days after posting their very first video. And if you stick around till the end of this video, I'll give you some extra tips that got that channel well beyond its first 100 subscribers. The first thing I would tell a new channel, do not ever buy subscribers. Additionally, do not participate in methods that could manipulate your subscribe count in some weird way, like sub for sub. Not only are these practices against YouTube terms of service and a great way to get banned, in pretty much all cases, you're going to release videos and give them an incredibly slow start. YouTube looks to those subscribers as people who can help gauge the early success of a video. So if your newest subscribers aren't clicking your most recent videos, YouTube's getting some pretty strong signals that something is not right here. Your videos are not attracting these new subscribers, and therefore maybe they won't attract anybody else. The next thing I would tell a new channel is to find a niche, find a topic on YouTube that you're passionate about, and then stick to it. Now, as with any new thing you try, finding that right niche, that right space you fit in on YouTube could take you a while, and it's absolutely okay to experiment with all kinds of different things at first. But if you continue making videos that try to appeal to literally everybody, you just end up making videos that appeal to nobody. So when you think you've found that topic that you want to go all in on, start researching the audience that would be interested in watching that topic. The goal here is to make videos that appeal to a very specific person, and get that person to watch every single video that you post on YouTube thereafter. Once you have that topic and you're starting to upload videos, you need to set a channel trailer on the front page of your channel. I kid you not, this is a very important step, and one that a lot of channels, even large ones, don't take. For anyone who's presented your content on YouTube and then they start watching and want to learn more about you, they tend to go to your channel page to investigate more about what they're going to get on your channel if they commit to becoming a regular viewer. Your channel trailer can be there to sum that up in just 1 or 2 minutes. And as it turns out, the subscribe button on YouTube that is clicked by most users is actually the one on the front page of your YouTube channel. Speaking of setting up your channel page, you also need to fill out your About section. This is in your channel customization settings, and it's a great way to give a very brief overview of what it is you do on YouTube. When you're writing this About section, it's also very important to use keywords and keyword phrases that describe what you're going to be talking about video after video. These keywords can be used to actually surface your channel in search. For example, if you do a search for Pilates, these are just 2 channels that show up. And it's funny because the word Pilates does not appear in their channel name, but it does appear in their About section. Some more advice that you've probably heard time and time again is to have an upload schedule on your channel. Now, from my own personal experience, this doesn't have to be really strict and really rigid. In an ideal world, you would set a goal to post 3 videos a week, and they would come out at the same exact times every single week. But sometimes life gets in the way, and that is totally okay. If I can only post 2 videos that week when I want to post 3, it's probably gonna mean that my last video of the week comes out pretty good because I'm not burning myself out trying to make sure that I absolutely hit that schedule. The most important thing about your schedule, though, is that you continue to upload. Taking really long breaks is a great way for your viewers to forget you exist and have them move on to other creators that do something similar to you. Another way to work towards that 100 subscriber goal is to actually put a branded watermark on your videos. This is again in the customization settings in your YouTube studio, and a lot of people tend to just put their channel's avatar or even a subscribe button in this little watermark spot. When people click on this, they are prompted to subscribe to your channel, and if you put nothing there, you're basically leaving a subscribe button on the table, so why not? I also alluded to this earlier, but you should be asking people every now and again to subscribe to your channel in videos. As a personal recommendation, I don't think you should do this every single video, but every so often, in the middle of one of your videos, after you've given some value, it's great to say, hey, by the way, I work really hard on these videos and you should absolutely subscribe. I also have a philosophy that the more fun you have with this call to action, the more likely someone is to actually click that button. But at the end of the day, a lot of people forget it's even there. So reminding them every so often that, hey, they can subscribe isn't a bad thing. As you continue uploading videos on YouTube, another thing you need to do that's going to take some practice is making searchable titles. Having videos that target search is a great way to start a channel because it helps you get into the recommended feeds of brand new people who have never heard of you before. So to make sure that your videos rank in search, there are some best practices for you to follow. Around your topic, try and answer questions that involve a who, a what, a why, or a when. Answer these questions using videos that have these searchable titles. To come up with ideas for searchable titles around your topic, the YouTube search bar is a great place to start, but we also have a tool that kind of acts as a cheat code. Within our YouTube keyword tools is actually a space for questions that people are currently asking. All you need to do is start with a keyword and then scroll down to questions. There you can find potentially hundreds of video ideas just from questions that people are actively typing into the search bar right now. Links to all of our tools are down below, so enjoy that. When you're writing these titles, a bonus tip I have for you is to use some proper capitalization. When you type your titles in all lowercase letters, it kind of just looks a bit lazy. It looks like the video was uploaded with just a file name. Additionally, you could all cap certain words in the titles to add emphasis. A lot of the biggest creators do this, so again, just be sure that you're following the best practices and your titles will show up in search and people will click on them. And you probably saw this coming, but it's not just titles, it's also having that attention-grabbing thumbnail to get your brand new videos lots of clicks right out of the gate. Some best practices here is that the ideal thumbnail size will be 1280 by 720. I like to start with images that are actually captured with 1920 by 1080 framing. This allows me a lot more pixels to actually zoom in on different subjects. Ultimately, your thumbnails should be kept very simple. Don't use too many elements. Do the research by looking around at other creators that are in your space and seeing what thumbnails are resonating with the viewers that you're going after. These thumbnails that you make should do their best to complement the titles that they're attached to. You want to avoid misleading people with content that's a bit too clickbaity. It also helps to use contrasting colors, and when you put text in your thumbnails, try not to repeat the title all over again. Text in thumbnails is a great way to add emphasis where you couldn't do so in the title. A super valuable way to get subscribers on YouTube is to take advantage of the pinned comments underneath videos. A lot of people scroll down to the comment section to see if any questions they have are being answered or if they want to ask a question themselves. You can absolutely use the pinned comments to drive traffic to other videos. Your pinned comment will appear at the very top of the comment section. So if people are asking the same question over and over, write out a pinned comment and make sure you answer that question so people don't have to keep asking. Additionally, you can use that pinned comment to ask people to subscribe or even push them to the next relevant video so that they get even more immersed in all of your content. Speaking of comments, another thing you should be doing is answering as many comments as possible on your channel. Even doing something as simple as clicking that heart icon shows the people who are taking the time to leave comments that you take the time to read them. Even YouTube themselves say, when creators take the time to interact with their loyal community, it can encourage audience participation and ultimately result in a larger fan base. And this tactic works because not a lot of YouTubers pay much attention to their comment section. It helps you as a creator stand out amongst the crowd. I've been saying a version of this throughout the video, but I want to make it very clear. You should absolutely go out and be learning from other creators. These other creators, especially the ones that are in your space, have been doing this for a really long time, and they've paved the way for your success. You absolutely do not need to reinvent the wheel here. If you see an idea you like, a trend that all these other creators in your space are jumping on, make sure to follow them and make your own version of this video. When people on YouTube watch a video about a new topic that they really enjoy, they tend to go out and look for more videos on that topic. So don't be afraid to make your version of these trending videos, learning everything you can along the way from other creators who are doing it successfully. Simply in the fact that it is you making the video and not them means that you won't be copying them. Once you've posted your videos and you've answered a bunch of comments and they've been on YouTube for a few days, you should start looking at their analytics. The first thing I would look at is your retention graph on your latest video. The goal here is simple. The longer people watch your videos, the more your videos tend to spread. If you upload a new video, you wait a few days, you check the retention graph, and you're noticing it's about 40% or so. Push yourself to make that 40% go up just a little bit in the next video, maybe 42, 43. It's really easy to look at your analytics and kind of beat yourself up a little bit when things don't look the way you expect. So I recommend looking at these a few days later, after you and your video have had some time apart. Any spots in the graph where you see a dramatic drop off of viewers, investigate those. Try to learn from these mistakes and correct them in future videos so that those numbers continue to climb from 40% to 50% and beyond. Another thing you can do to get some new viewers onto your channel if you're just starting from zero is to promote your videos occasionally to social media. Believe it or not, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, these are all great places to perhaps get you some new subscribers. My caution for you here is to make content on each of these platforms for the audiences that live on these platforms. By that I mean, don't just simply re-upload your video. Perhaps you could take the topic of your video and create a short Instagram story or reel about it. Or maybe you can take some of the bullet points of your video and break them down in a Twitter thread with a link to your video at the end of it. Anywhere you go online as your channel persona, you should always be looking to bring value to whatever audience it is you're trying to speak to. So there are a number of ways you can be sharing your videos on social media, but it's also really easy to do it the wrong way. So just don't be posting links willy-nilly. So many channels on YouTube who are under 100 subscribers are still that way even an entire year after they started their channel. But I promise you, if you take these tips and you apply them properly, you can get that first 100 subscribers, and you can do it fast. That channel I mentioned at the beginning of the video, they got their first 100 subscribers in just 3 days. But 3 days after that, they were at 1,000+ subscribers.
1,000 subscribers. To many, it means money! To many more, it means pay. But it doesn't have to. There are a lot of videos on this topic, so let's just break it all down as simple as it should be, and then I'm going to show you something I know for a fact you haven't seen in any other video. So, 1,000 subscribers, money, clout, growth. We all have a different reason for wanting to hit this goal, but put simply, it either comes down to passion or profit. And though they may be different, neither are possible without a niche. You gotta at least have a direction in what you want to make. And if you already have one, awesome, your street's ahead. But if you don't, real quick, grab a pen, grab some paper, and push them aside and open up whatever notes app you use. So if you're in this because you love creating, write this down. What do I love to do? What do I already know about? And what could I do forever? Answering these questions will help guide you to your niche. My favorite is, if I had a TED Talk tomorrow, it would be about blank. Now, if you're in this strictly for the riches, your niche should be found through research. A couple questions you can write down are, what channel types have the highest earning potential? What channel types are best suited for affiliate marketing and sponsorships? What channel types aren't oversaturated? That sort of thing. Having a direction is important, but once you know where you're going, it's easy to get there, and you can grab up that 1,000 subs trophy along the way. So, we have one goal. What is it?
1,000 subscribers!
No! It's viewers, because the more viewers you get, the more subscribers you might get. So, for the rest of the video, let's keep this in mind. Viewers equal potential subscribers. So, you've been making content, but you're just not getting the views you'd like. What's with that? Well, it could be a few things. Maybe they just don't know what's good. Or maybe the big channels are taking all the views. Or maybe your ideas just aren't there yet, and that's okay, that we can fix. That other stuff, well, that's just hooey. Let's try something. Go find a channel in your niche, go to their videos page, click popular, and you see this little VPH thing here? That means views per hour. Yeah, that means it's getting views right now. If you don't see it, well, you may need to install the free vidIQ extension. So check that video out and see if there's something that you would have done differently, or even taken a whole new direction. If not, check out another one. Plenty of channels, plenty of videos, go do you. Hit that record button. Nothing's stopping you, and the only thing that's stopping the viewers is nothing to view. You can consider this approach in other ways too, such as thumbnails, trends, or script structures. And seriously, don't let the word original stop you. Art takes inspiration as much as it gives, it always has. Just make sure to make it yours. So, you've got a bit of a video plan. To start, anyway. What's next? Well, it's important to consider what makes YouTube want to show you to more viewers, because, as we all know, viewers equal potential subscribers! The algorithm's job is to show viewers content they might be interested in. That's it. It's just that simple. And the easier you make its job, the more it will like you. For example, if your video is about frogs, it's going to push your video to viewers that like frogs. But if you name the video cats, you just made its job harder, and now it hates you a little bit. So while the content, title, and descriptions of our videos do help it out, we can't always be trusted. So it puts a lot of priority on viewer behavior, because no one who hates a video is going to watch it to the end, even if it was called the best video ever. So, with that said, and keeping in mind that viewers equal potential subscribers, No other video on this topic has shown you what I'm about to. It's the most valuable thing I can offer. My glasses. Well, my perspective, actually. This is my front page of YouTube. Like any other viewer, when I'm seeing this, decisions are being made fast, and as we all instinctively judge books by their covers, the pictures come first. As I glance through these thumbnails, the ones I typically notice are the ones that use a single color for the majority of the design. Sure, they all have other colors, but the ones that really stick out to me are the ones where a color dominates more than 50% of the thumbnail's negative space. It doesn't even matter which color. Some of the best thumbnails lately have been mostly like black and white with a pop of yellow or green. We never really think about the reasons we ourselves decide to click a video or how fast that decision gets made. But if something slows us down, like needing to take the time to figure out what a video's about, we just move on. So, once a thumbnail catches my eye, I'll check out the title to see if the video's interesting. If at this point I can't figure out what the video's about, I won't click it. Why give it the chance when the video right next to it looks just as interesting and has understandable packaging? Sometimes, by itself, the thumbnail will get the point across, and if that happens, it only speeds up my decision to click. But what about on a phone? The majority of viewers still prefer watching YouTube on their mobile devices, so as we scroll through, we can see that we don't have much time to figure out what the video's about, so how do we get the point across? I talked about this before. I think I called it a hover hook, like the video content that hooks the viewer when they hover over it with the mouse or their phone screen. What's gonna make me stick around? While the first instinct may be to go for something action-packed like a Mr. Beast video, it's better to consider the viewer that would want to watch your content and appeal to what would catch their attention. Sure, you may be able to hook in a lot of viewers if the beginning is crazy enough, but if that's not really the vibe of your video, they won't be sticking around long. And I know, viewers equal potential subscribers, but it kinda has to be somebody that wants to view. So, what would make a good hover hook for your video? A hilarious gameplay highlight? A finished DIY project? A delicious looking donut? Consider your target audience, what they want to see, and take that up a notch in the first 10 seconds. That'll hook them, that'll keep them, and the algorithm will find viewers just like them. And the more viewers equal... yeah, you get it. But we all know YouTube is more than just a front page. It's a search engine. Second largest in the world, actually. Right behind Ask Jeeves. And like any other search engine, the most popular results sit at the top. And since you're on your way to 1,000 subscribers, the odds of you appearing at the top may be low, but there's still a way to make it work. Trend Psychic. While hopping on trends may not have you showing up in search, if you have enough foresight to see what may be popular soon, and you beat other creators to the punch, you may just claim that top spot. Content Gap. Originality is key. If you see something in your niche that no one is doing, and you just know it could hit, that could be the ticket. Shorts. Now, shorts are hit or miss depending on what content you do, but they do show up in search, especially for tutorials. Probably because no one wants to sit through an 8-minute tutorial when a 40-second one sits right below it. Anyway, if you consider the first 2 points here, being a trend psychic and finding a content gap, well, it works the same with shorts. Be the first, get the spot. Now, say everything goes right. Packaging caught my eye, it was easy to understand, I hovered, I clicked. I'm in. For now. Will I leave? Let's find out. Let's say I'm hooked by visuals alone. The first few seconds were so cool that I clicked before you started talking. If the first thing I hear is, "What's up guys, it's your boy back with another," I'm gone. If I hear, "Thanks for coming, please like and subscribe, it really helps with," I'm gone. If I hear,
Today we're gonna talk about my favorite book, Lord of the Flies.
YouTube is full of awesome, and viewers have standards. They're tired of the old, hey guys energy, so do something different. Please! And no one is gonna subscribe if you haven't said anything yet. As for the audio, well, it's important. I'll watch bad video quality all day if it's interesting enough, but bad audio, I just can't stick around for. The good news is, it's not difficult to fix, or expensive. As a quick tip, your mic needs to be close to you, your face, where the sound comes from. If you're not on camera, you can use your phone to record voiceovers, but if you are on camera, even if you use it as the camera, you can still use your phone for the audio. Just get a cheap Bluetooth clip-on mic, or get one of those wired lav phone mics like Ryan Trahan here. It won't break the bank, it won't sound terrible, and if the content is good, it won't keep anyone from watching. And possibly subscribing, but that depends on how the video continues. Because YouTube is great and all, but viewers have lost trust in the system. Even after the click, it's difficult to know what video will be worth the watch and what one will waste your time. That's why the term clickbait exists. So there's a need to meet some expectation, set a precedent for the video, and keep attention all at once. That's the hook of your video. It's a promise of value and more to the viewer. If it's entertainment, give a little preview. If it's education, what will I learn? Some niches jump right into it, which is fine, like that guy who makes mud houses or whatever. There's no question there. You immediately get what you came for, but most niches need a certain structure to their videos, a sequence of events. So for those, the hook is essential. Hook makes a viewer happy. Happy viewers equal more viewers, and viewers equal potential subscribers. Yeah, that's right. Now, this is where things get real, and I swear, if you can pull this off, it'll be magic. At the last part of the hook, there's something you absolutely have to do. Tease something awesome that will happen at the end of your video. For example, if you're giving 10 tips on something, hit them with the old BuzzFeed. Number 10 will blow your mind. Just don't say it like that, that's icky. If you're a reaction channel, you can tease a little clip of something funny or dramatic. If it's enticing enough, the viewers will stick around for it. But remember, the moment they see it, they may just leave. That's why the end is the best place for it. But sometimes the thing you might want to get viewers excited about can't come at the end. So what do? Well, if you happen to tease something like this, then I'm going to show you something I know for a fact you haven't seen in any other video, and you can't wait till the end to reveal it, then with each time you resolve the viewer's curiosity, you need to immediately make them curious about something new. These are called curiosity loops, and the more you bring up and resolve, the more value you provide the viewer. They'll watch longer, the algorithm will notice that, it'll push it to more viewers, and you already know what viewers are. But what about that one part of the video where we actually ask them to be subscribers?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot to say about that, but first, can we just quickly make sure your video is as engaging as possible?
Here is a treasure chest full of tips. Keep things moving! Attention is easy to lose in static shots. Cut things up occasionally, unless you're doing something serious. Music is great, as long as it doesn't overpower the voice. Sound effects keep attention like you wouldn't believe. Words help make points. This is especially helpful in the intros because, like me, some people scroll on mute until they find what they want to watch, and big words grab more than default subtitles. Also, B-roll footage, pictures, motion graphics, these all help make points and keep things fresh to help keep those viewers watching. Hopefully subscribers though, because the moment is here. You've provided value, what next? Should you ask now? Sure, just don't do it like it's something you have to do. That's like somebody collecting donations by reading from a script.
If it seems like you don't care enough to put forth the effort, why would the viewer care enough to subscribe? For me personally, if it comes up organically when I'm writing, I'll put it in there, but I won't force it. I think the effort's better spent somewhere else, much more important, even when it comes to getting subscribers.
If the viewer is seeing your end screen, then that's awesome. They like your stuff, the algorithm has a better idea of who to show your content to, and that means more potential subscribers. But, there's a way to make this better. When writing and filming the end of your video, think ahead of which video of yours would be best for the viewer to watch next. Talk about it, and tell the viewer that that's what they should watch next. Extra points if you can give them a good reason why, and extra points if you can relate that reason to the video they just watched. Then, when you upload the video, you can put the video you talked about at the end screen. And if you want a good example of how to do this, just stick around to the end of this video. So say the viewers finish watching your videos and they just didn't subscribe. Maybe they're a jerk, I don't know. Is that it? Is it over? No! We got one more extremely important step that ties this whole thing together. Because the viewer didn't go watch someone else. Oh no! The viewer went to your channel page. So how does it look? Does it convey what your channel's about? When a viewer visits, does your channel page give them enough info to say to themselves, yep, this is what I came for, I'm gonna hit subscribe? Because if not, you may want to consider sprucing things up. The channel banner is an opportunity to tell the viewer, this channel is about blank. But in your own style, make it look awesome. So if it doesn't do that, and you want viewers to take it seriously, you may want to hop over to canva.com and make one. Oh, and if you're feeling a little stuck, it never hurts to look at other channels in your niche for inspiration. Also, a clear and concise About section not only informs the viewer about your channel, but it also helps make your channel more searchable. So the less confusing, the better. All that said, I've been saving the best for last.
You didn't think I'd forget, did you? No. This is the best part. Can you guess what it is?
This is a YouTube employee, and he thinks you're wasting your time on one of the biggest cliches on YouTube. It doesn't help you get more views, and we are going to prove it. And the more time you waste on this, the less time you have to spend on what really works.
I'm Rene Ritchie, your creator liaison. I'm the person who advocates for creators inside of YouTube, but also to help creators better understand YouTube and just everything it has to offer.
Rene was a creator himself for many years before he joined the YouTube overlord, so he understands the mindset of the average creator. And for many, that mindset is to get people to do two things: to get them to subscribe and then turn on the notification bell. The often held assumption is if the viewer does those two things, they will watch every single video that you publish. Well then, let's find out if that's true. You can find out how impactful the notification bell is by going to the YouTube Studio Analytics. According to the vidIQ channel, 297,000 subscribers have turned on all notifications for the channel. But however impressive that number is, the last 1 of 10 video we published on the channel got a pitiful 4,100 views from notifications. That's a 1.3% conversion rate.
This is the worst!
Let's just think about that for a second. Our best videos on the channel convince 1 in every 100 subscribers who clicked on the notification bell to actually watch the video. That seems like a massive waste of time, doesn't it? Yes, it does. But why? That's where Rene and his blog on the official YouTube website come into play. There is a long-held myth that YouTube doesn't send notifications to viewers even when they've turned everything on. But Rene tells us it's not YouTube that's messing up, it's you, and me, and everyone else on YouTube. We screw the bell icon up because we have a tendency to turn off notifications on the YouTube app on our phone. You see, what I didn't show you earlier on is of those nearly 300,000 subscribers who tap the bell notification, less than half of them actually have notifications turned on for the YouTube app. And let's get real about things. Your channel is not the most important thing to the average subscriber. They're not sitting on their hands waiting for the notification that tells them that your next video is out on YouTube. Nah, they're busy doing a bazillion other things. Along with being distracted by a bazillion other notifications, such as another free gift I'm about to get from Warcraft Rumble. Yeah, I'm addicted to that game right now. So on our best videos, we might get 5% of the audience coming in from notifications. But as a channel average, notifications drive just 1.3% of our traffic. And of those views, hardly any of them come from bell notification views. So every time you put your trust in a subscriber and get them to click the notification bell,
no question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Don't say, I didn't warn you. Getting someone to click the notification bell is a very loose commitment from the subscriber to do something for you in the future. And we now know that subscribers are a very fickle bunch whose self-interests are far more important than your next video. So what should creators do instead? I'm glad you asked. Rene puts it like this: instead of getting people to do something which may pay off later, get them to do something now which will get immediate results. Ask the viewer to watch another related video. And we're going to demonstrate how to do that with the help of this video that has 2.5 million views. Watch how I end the video. As for other rookie mistakes, well, there is one monumental subscriber error that almost every single creator commits. And if you want to know what that is, start watching right now. Simpler time with simpler glasses. The logic here is that you've just had a viewer watch an entire video on your channel. They're engaged, likely satisfied by the video they've just watched, and ready for more. So you hand it to them on a YouTube plate. And this is what happens when you get it right. The video featured in the end screen has 250,000 views, but of course the devil is in the detail, which is pretty incredible when it comes to traffic sources, because almost a third of the views, 80,000 of them, come from that end screen link. And by comparison, the notification bell brought in 701 views. And to add to all of this, you tend to get a lot more value out of viewers from end screens because they're already in the zone, focused on the content, meaning the average view duration from them is a lot higher than typical. In another example, we had this video about YouTube Shorts, which was doing all right, but you can clearly see when we started directing viewers from another popular and related video back to this video through end screens. Tens of thousands of essentially free views. When you think about it, the notification bell is a long drawn out process to a potential view. First of all, you have to get that viewer to subscribe, and then get them to click the notification bell, and then, in the distant future, rely on them to watch a random video from your channel. Whereas with end screens or a video link in the description, you're asking the viewer, any viewer, to do something right now. And so with all of that in mind, how do you get that viewer to watch that next video now? The key here is that you, the creator, control the narrative, so you can send the viewer to any video in your library. So make sure that next video that you're directing the viewer to is as closely related to the video they've just watched. Also, you want to craft each video that you make so that it leaves the viewer wanting more. That means that the next video you are going to direct the viewer to delivers on that more that they're craving right now. And be direct and very intentional. Don't distract the viewer with any other calls to action, such as a subscribe element or an external link. Convince the viewer as powerfully as possible to do just one thing.
I would say virtually most creators on YouTube hold their subscriber count in some kind of high regard. But if you've watched us for any length of time in the last couple of years, you've probably heard us say something like this.
You need to stop worrying about this.
Now, to be fair, when you reach 1,000 subscribers, that is one of two big objectives for actually becoming monetized on YouTube. But after that, 100,000 subscribers is the next time you hear from YouTube regarding your subscriber count, when they give you this cool shiny plaque to hang on your wall. And then at 1 million subscribers, you get another one. And at 10 million subscribers, you get a shinier one. But nothing really happens to your YouTube account that makes any material difference after you reach 1,000 subscribers. So is it as simple as us sitting here and saying, yeah, subscribers don't matter and they're just a vanity metric, move on from it? Personally, I think in terms of mindset, that is an important way to think about YouTube subscribers. However, there are still some reasons to maybe be a bit concerned about it. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because yes, there are a couple of things subscribers can do outside of monetization and shiny plaques. But there's also some myths about subscribers that have been spread around far too long that we need to address as well. So first up, and on the side of subscribers good, is credibility. Psychologically speaking, a lot of YouTube viewers, whether they're doing it subconsciously or not, understand that there is some social proof involved to somebody having a lot of subscribers. I myself am guilty of this. A lot of times if I'm looking for a video on a specific subject and I see one pop up in search, I'm gonna glance over and see how many subscribers that channel has. And another thing that helps with social proof is if it's an older video, how many views does it have? Social proof in this context means that more people are willing to engage with something because other people in the past have also engaged with it. Essentially, those views and those subscribers lend to the content's legitimacy. But on the other side of that argument is where you get creators really concerned about having a lack of social proof. This is where you get creators going in and participating in really shady practices such as sub for sub or straight up buying botted views on their channel. So as with a lot of things on YouTube, there is some nuance here. Channels with larger followings do tend to rank pretty well when they post a new video. But that doesn't mean that channels with a smaller following can't also rank very highly in places like search. Take this example here from a channel that has just over 800 subscribers, and they're ranking above a video that has over 1 million subscribers attached to it. So how does something like this even happen in the first place? How does a channel with less than 1,000 subscribers manage to outrank a channel with 1 million subscribers? There's no way of saying for certain, but there's a couple of things we could look at. For example, people's behavior in terms of the things they like to watch is constantly changing, and therefore YouTube is constantly pivoting to match the behavior of viewers. It could be something even simpler too. The video that we're looking at that has ranked higher does have less views, but the thumbnail itself, in my own opinion, stands out a little more. This could be a video where the creator recently updated the thumbnail. It could be that the larger channel is actually recommending the smaller channel. If you were trying to find a new way to organize your messy diaper bag, wouldn't you want to find multiple creators covering that topic so you can then kind of figure out the best method that works for you? So it could be any number of things, but one thing is clear by looking at these two videos. In the video that ranks higher, it has more views than subscribers, which means people who are not subscribed to the channel have watched it. In the video that ranks one lower, 100,000 views, 1 million subscribers. That means not everyone who's subscribed to that channel watched this diaper bag video. And that's because people are not going into their subscription feeds and looking for your next upload. People are going into search to find what they want. People are getting recommended things from the YouTube home feed. And that naturally leads us into a discussion about the algorithm. Going into the subscription feed, well, that's an extra step when YouTube is already giving viewers a lot of the things they like to watch right in front of them on their home feed the second they get into the app. Or if they're looking for something specific, why would they go into their subscription feed to find it when they could just use the search bar and get an answer immediately? And you can let me know in the comments for yourself. Go into your analytics and see where your views are coming from. Is it the subscription feed or is it browse and search? The bow I want to put on this part of the conversation is that your subscription count doesn't matter in this case. What really matters is how many views you're getting and who you're making your content for. Like a minute ago, we were looking at a channel who was making content for obviously new parents who were just trying to get their lives organized after having a baby. When you make content for a specific viewer like that, you don't need subscribers. So we're back to square one. Subscribers don't matter and this was a waste of your time. Well, not exactly. If you've been looking at platforms like TikTok or Instagram Reels, you've probably noticed that really small creators on there can still go viral and get like millions of views. The algorithms on those platforms work a lot differently than YouTube, so in spite of having like 0 followers, you still have a chance to get tons and tons of views. But how often do you see that on YouTube? Well, the reason folks with smaller follower accounts are able to get success so much faster on TikTok is because of the nature of the app itself and how it was built. This means that TikTok can take a lot of risks when it comes to smaller content creators. If you don't like what you see, chances are you're not about to rage quit the app and throw your phone in a ditch. You'll probably just swipe away. Those risks pay off when the viewers stick around. They interact with the video somehow. Maybe they hit the like button, they leave a comment, they watch it a couple of times, and TikTok knows, hey, this video is pretty cool. It doesn't care about the follower count. Now this video is going to start spreading around the platform. And the YouTube algorithm does do a lot of similar things. If people click on the video and they watch all the way through, if they hit the like button, all of those are positive signals that, hey, I have a good video on my hands, says YouTube, and now we can share it out to more people. The difference is, though, that YouTube is going to have a lot more emphasis on the length of that content, the audience retention, the watch time, and the engagement. That is because we're talking about content that is a lot longer in length, unless you're talking about YouTube Shorts, which we're not. So imagine it from YouTube's perspective, right? Someone logs into YouTube, they see their home feed, and they have to make a decision about what video they want to watch. They have all these incredible thumbnails in front of them, all these convincing titles. They're going to have to choose to commit to one of these long-form videos. If that viewer happens to see an ad before they can even watch the video, and if that viewer is not satisfied with the content that they chose to watch, it's a lot harder to earn back their trust. They are more likely to do what I suggested before and take their phone and toss it in a ditch and walk away from YouTube for the day. Enter the subscribe button. So if you continue to build up a larger and larger fan base on YouTube of people who have subscribed to, who have watched a number of your videos, then YouTube is going to surface your new uploads to those people first. When this happens, those fans will watch your content and they will give YouTube a lot of initial data. How do your biggest fans react to this video? Are they still hitting the like button? Are they watching all the way through? This is why on YouTube, at least in terms of long form content, you see that snowball effect of viewers as somebody continues to grow on the platform. Put simply, it's risk versus reward as far as YouTube and your viewers are concerned. A viewer has to ask themselves, how long into this 12-minute video am I going to need to watch before I get what I came here for? In Shorts and on TikTok and on Reels, stakes are pretty low. I'm just going to swipe if I'm not interested. So with all of that in mind, should you as a content creator be making sure that people subscribe to your videos by at least asking within the content? The simple answer is absolutely, but within reason. More subscribers does not automatically mean you're going to get more views on any given video. But what it does do is help give you an understanding of the size of your core audience and the kind of community that is developing around your videos. If you can build a solid community of fans around your content, it's going to be so much easier for you
along the road that is YouTube. Brands will be able to look at you as somebody who is an influencer and will be more likely to partner with you in the future, leading to more income streams on your channel beyond YouTube monetization. You'll also be able to understand that audience over time, which will help you understand what kinds of content you can be making as you look to branch out as a creator in the future. And then of course, another signal that you're getting whenever somebody subscribes is that you are obviously doing something right on YouTube. So where we're at so far in this conversation is that you should be building up a community of people who enjoy your content so much they subscribe and they're here to watch any video that you post. That community aspect, that same viewer coming back for more and more content from you is so important, because what you don't want to have happen is for one of your videos to go viral that happens to not really resonate with your core audience. We see this happening all the time in YouTube Shorts too. People will make content about topic A, but they'll decide to test out YouTube Shorts and they'll do a short about topic B. Well, topic B happens to go viral. And then a whole bunch of people subscribe to the channel thinking, man, this person talks about topic B. I love topic B. What they don't know is that topic B was kind of a one-off. You just happened to get a new kitten, and even though you have a cooking channel, you decided to make a YouTube short about the kitten because kittens are adorable. So are these new subscribers hurting this hypothetical channel? They're here for topic B, and YouTube keeps trying to serve them topic A videos because they did just subscribe to a topic A channel after all. Well, it's hard to say. I would say this hypothetical channel isn't doomed forever. They might want to consider taking the kitten video and putting it on a separate channel. But ultimately, if they continue making content about topic A, they should be fine after some time passes by. So in that way, subscribers are incredibly important to your channel, but it's not really the subscriber metric we're talking about. It's the type of people who are subscribed to you.
Why do you want subscribers? Let us know in the comments below, because I'm about to tell you something you don't want to hear. Subscribers can actually ruin your channel. Convincing viewers to hit that subscribe button is no easy task. It takes dedication, creativity, and countless hours of hard work. And while we all dream of reaching those monumental subscriber milestones, it is crucial to recognize that not all subscribers are created equal. So today, we're going to shed some light on the dark side of subscribers. The 4 types of people who, when they do click on that button, may be undermining the success and growth of your YouTube channel. And if you want to find out just how fickle subscribers are, go into the advanced analytics, change your time period to lifetime, and select subscription source to find out how many subscribers you've lost. 786,000! It is awesome to have the support of your loved ones, but relying on them as your subscriber base can be a double-edged sword. Often friends and family subscribe out of obligation rather than a genuine interest in your content. And this could negatively impact your channel's discoverability within the YouTube algorithm. You see, YouTube takes into account all sorts of engagement metrics, from likes to comments to watch time, to determine the relevance and quality of the content. Now let's say that your friends and family do subscribe to your channel. For the first couple of videos that you publish, they'll likely see them on the homepage. But if they're not clicking on those thumbnails, or if they are but only watching for 10 seconds to give the video a like, those aren't really positive signals. You want highly engaged viewers that organically develop into subscribers. And what you don't really want is 15 to 20 subscribers who are your friends and family who just aren't watching your videos. Ah, viral videos, the misplaced audience. Picture this. You have a viral video that skyrockets your subscriber count overnight. But here's the catch. It has nothing to do with the rest of your channel's content. I think we might have to delve into the stock footage for this one, but imagine you walk into a restaurant that advertises itself as having delicious sushi. You've heard rave reviews from elsewhere about their unique sushi dishes, and you are eagerly anticipating the experience. And then you sit down, take a look at the menu, and it's nothing but burgers. Bit of a turn off that, right? That is the huge risk viral videos bring if they don't match your channel's niche. Absolutely, you will gain a lot of subscribers from that viral video, and those new subscribers will see the videos that you publish next. But if they're not interested, they're not gonna watch, and essentially, you're back to square one. But perhaps even worse than viral content subscribers are competition subscribers. There's nothing inherently wrong with competitions, especially when you're recognizing and rewarding your existing loyal audience. But when it comes to a new audience, they're only there for one thing: that prize. Unless a viewer becomes highly engaged in the content whilst entering the competition, once it's over, that viewer is gone as well. They might still be a subscriber, but they're not watching you on a regular basis. On top of this, competitions that require a person to subscribe are actually against YouTube's terms of service. It's considered a manipulation of the metrics, and it could, in a worst case scenario, see your channel actually terminated. Try to remember the last time you saw a giveaway video on YouTube that required you to subscribe. Yeah, you just don't see them anymore. And of course, if we are talking about manipulation of metrics, we have to mention fake subscribers as well. Don't do that. Obviously, this is against YouTube terms of service as well, and it's going to damage any credibility your channel has. YouTube, on a very frequent basis, audits subscriber counts, and if it finds any of these fake ones, it's going to remove it from your channel, so it's wasted money. And at the end of the day, all you're doing is buying a single number. That number is not going to watch any of your content. It's not going to invest anything in you as a creator. And what you're going to do, buy 1,000 subscribers and then 4,000 hours of watch time? Even if you do that and get successfully monetized, you still don't have an audience who's going to watch your videos and earn you ad revenue from your content. I thought this was going to look more impressive when I was recording, but yeah, 5 subscribers. Woohoo! As for sub for sub, do we even need to talk about that in 2023? No, let's move on then. Instead, let's talk about something a little different. The vocal minority of your YouTube channel. It is essential to value and listen to your audience. As your channel grows, so will individual thoughts and opinions, and not all of them will support the message you have. So as your channel grows, as you get more subscribers, as your community gets bigger, you don't have to listen to everyone. As weird as that sounds. Catering solely to the preferences of a small group of, say, subscribers can have unintended consequences on the success of your channel. The YouTube algorithm, on the other hand, is always striving to understand your entire audience. So while a few comments may say one thing, the analytics on your channel may be telling you something entirely different. And that, sometimes, is what you need to pay attention to most. So yeah, subscribers. They can be a tricky thing to understand, which is why you should treat your first subscriber as your most important one. And this is why.